Station that's on your side. You're watching News 19 at 6.
Good evening and thanks for joining us on this Mother's Day. I'm Kayla Bennett. On this Mother's Day, one Midlands pastor says his mom brought him into this world twice. Charletha Green is the mother of Grammy-nominated gospel singer Travis Green, the pastor of Forward City Church in Columbia. Today, Charletha took Travis's place and preached a service at his church. But years ago, Green says she was praying her son back to life after he fell out of a window and was pronounced dead at 4 years old.
And they said it all. It's nothing you could do, so they were telling my husband along with the men to keep me from my child. And I am so grateful this Mother's Day because a mother can do things that's beyond your imagination when they see their child in trouble. So I begin to just throw men left and right because I saw my baby. And it's like something rose up in me. And I begin to yell, "The blood of Jesus." And when I say that, my baby began to cough up blood.
Travis says he would not be where he is today without his mother, and Charletha says she couldn't be more proud of her son. Others decided to spend their Mother's Day afternoon at a winery in Newberry. People got together at the Honorary River Winery for the Pack the Porch event they're hosting throughout the month. Families could spend time together drinking wine, listening to live music, or sitting out on the grass with their dogs.
We hope that they've enjoyed their visit here. Wine is a very personal thing. It's nice for mothers to come and they can sit up on the deck and enjoy, because you know how hot it gets later on. But it doesn't seem to bother anybody. We put the fans on and keep on rocking.
The winery will be hosting other Pack the Porch events throughout the month of May. And some well-known people took to social media to wish their moms a happy Mother's Day, including St. Matthew's own actress Viola Davis. She posted on Instagram, "To May Alice, my mama, love you today." And South Carolina governor tweeting out this picture of his family saying, "Happy Mother's Day to my beautiful wife, Peggy, who raised our two wonderful children. We love you and are thankful for you every day." South Carolina Senator Tim Scott also took to Twitter, posting a video telling his mom, Frances Scott, a happy Mother's Day. Former Gamecock basketball player Sindarius Thornwell posted on his Instagram a picture of his mom saying, "Happy Mother's Day, Mommy. I promise to continue to make you proud." And finally, the Animal Adventure Park in New York posted a picture of their most famous mother, April the giraffe, wishing her a very happy Mother's Day.
Now, the Midlands' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Daniel Bonds.
And it was a great end to our weekend. Definitely a great day to do anything outdoors with your mother. Our satellite radar composite over the last 12 hours confirms the weather that we did see. A lot of sunshine across the southeast, and temperatures were pretty warm. We did warm up into the lower and middle 80s. Matter of fact, that's basically where we still are across most of the Midlands. 84 degrees right now in Columbia, 84 degrees in Lexington, 81 degrees Winnsboro, Newberry, Aiken, 83 degrees in Orangeburg, 82 degrees right now in Sumter. But we do expect clear skies overnight. Low temperatures dropping into the upper 50s to right around 60 degrees. But temperatures really going to be warming up this week, including tomorrow. We're looking for a high temperature of 92 degrees, a lot of sunshine, and we'll see clear skies tomorrow night with lows right around 64 degrees. But the heat will be on this week. We'll take a closer look at your 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Kayla?
Thanks, Daniel. In the upstate, a mother has been arrested after police say she repeatedly hit her 6-year-old son on the head after he didn't give her a Mother's Day card. She's 30-year-old Chantrell Murphy. Police say the boy's sister told them the mother hit her brother because he made a Mother's Day card for their grandmother and not their mother. When asked why she hit her son, Murphy told police because she could. She was charged with cruelty to children and taken to the Spartanburg County Jail, where she was later released. In Kershaw County, a deputy is recovering after being involved in a head-on collision. It happened last night on US 1 near Park Road. Officials say the deputy was taken to the hospital but is expected to be okay. The driver in the other vehicle was flown to the hospital where they remain in critical condition. The crash remains under investigation by the Highway Patrol. In Richland County, deputies continue to search for a 20-year-old they say has been missing for 2 weeks. Deputies say Deasha Hicks was last seen leaving her home on Mellowwood Drive near Bluff Road on Friday, April 28th. They say she was supposed to return on Wednesday, May 3rd, but never came home. Investigators say she is on medication that she does not have with her. Anyone with information on where she may be is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 1-888-CRIME-SC. The Marlborough County Sheriff's Department says a body has been found in a remote area. They say the body was found on Newbridge Road near McCall after receiving information. Authorities say they haven't yet identified the body and an autopsy is planned for tomorrow. Meanwhile, they say they are still offering a $10,000 reward for anyone with information on missing 8-year-old Ayanna Lowry. Lowry has not been seen since her mother was found dead in their home on May 5th. Yesterday, authorities arrested and charged 32-year-old DeJounte Harrington in connection with the stabbing, death of Ella Lowry, and kidnapping of her daughter. If you have any information or you believe you can help with the investigation, call Crime Stoppers at 1-888-CRIME-SC. The Trump administration is moving quickly to find a new FBI director after the president fired James Comey last week. Lawmakers from both parties spoke out today about who should take Comey's place. Roxana Saberi has the latest from New York.
Former U.S. Attorney Michael Garcia and Alice Fisher, an assistant attorney general under George W. Bush, arrived at the Justice Department this weekend. They're among the more than dozen lawmakers, attorneys, and law enforcement officials emerging as candidates for the next director of the FBI.
I think the process is good.
While the search goes forward, debate continues over how President Trump handled the firing of FBI Director James Comey.
The developments of the past week, very bothersome, very disturbing to me. I think in many ways our institutions are under assault.
Former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper says President Trump is responsible for the assault. Some lawmakers are also criticizing President Trump for Comey's abrupt dismissal because the FBI is investigating whether anyone from the Trump campaign was involved with Russia's meddling in the election.
The president needs to back off here and let the investigation go forward.
Republican Senator Lindsey Graham wants a candidate from inside the FBI to lead the agency. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says he wants an FBI leader who has courage and experience.
The nominee should be not a partisan politician, not part of either party. This demands a serious, down-the-middle investigation.
President Trump says he may pick an FBI nominee by Friday. Roxana Saberi for CBS News.
The FBI director serves for 10 years but can be replaced by the president. Back here in the Midlands on Tuesday, 2 Republicans will face off to be the party's candidate in the race for the seat vacated by GOP Representative Mick Mulvaney. Tommy Pope and Ralph Norman are up for the election in the 5th Congressional District south of Charlotte. Both selectively aligned with the Republican administration, each touting support for President Donald Trump's proposed border wall with Mexico and efforts to combat the Islamic State. Ted Cruz will be in the Palmetto State Monday to campaign for Norman. Whoever wins will be in the running against Democrat Archie Parnell on June 20th. We're on your side tonight with a boil water advisory for some City of Columbia residents. Customers on River Drive from Lucius Road to Edgefield Street and Pearl Street from River Drive to Hart Street are asked to boil their water for a full minute. Officials say it's due to a water main break. We'll keep you updated on when this advisory has been lifted on air and online at WLTX.com. Tomorrow, residents in Richland County still in need of home repairs from the October 2015 floods can start applying. Registration forms will be accepted until June 15th or until 600 residents have applied for the funding, whichever comes first. Residents can submit their single-family homeowner rehabilitation forms in 3 ways: by person, by email, or by postal mail. Every registration form received between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. tomorrow will be considered. If you would like to submit the application in person, you can do so at 2 locations: the Richland County Administration Building located on Hampton Street in Columbia, or at the Gadsden Park Community Center on Goodwin Circle in Gadsden. WLTX is teaming up with Buckle Buddies. Tomorrow, starting at 7 a.m., you can pull into the WLTX parking lot and have the professionals make sure your child's car seat is properly installed. You can call the number on your screen to schedule an appointment. You can also find more information on our website, WLTX.com. Well, women from across the Midlands took to their bikes today. It was all for Cycle Femme 2017, held at Outspoken Bicycles. The purpose was to celebrate women across the globe, create communities, and to remember how good shared momentum feels.
The most fun part is just getting all of the women in the area together to go out and do a ride, and we all come back here and we swap stories about how our rides have been going recently, and just really having a good fellowship with each other.
Well, this is the 4th year for the event. And it was a beautiful day to celebrate Mother's Day, but will the nice weather continue throughout the work week? Daniel Bonds is in next with weather after the break. Well, it was the perfect day to get out and celebrate Mother's Day. Here is a live look at Lake Murray. The temperatures weren't too hot, but that could be changing real soon. Meteorologist Daniel Bonds joins us now with what we can expect to see during the work week. Daniel?
Well, that's right, Kayla. Looks like things are going to be heating up over the next several days. Today, though, not bad, really. 85 degrees was our high in the capital city. That's pretty close to what we typically would expect for the middle of May. Our average high for today's 83 degrees. Our average low is 59, and we did drop down to 57 degrees early this morning. There's our records, 96 and 44. Those records set in 1956. And 2013. Highs across the Palmetto State were pretty pleasant all over. 83 degrees in the Gamecock City, 83 degrees in Orangeburg as well. It was a little cooler over in Myrtle Beach. Hit 75 degrees there, but for the most part across the state, we were generally in the mid to low 80s this afternoon. Right now, 84 degrees Columbia, 82 degrees Sumter, 83 degrees in Orangeburg. We haven't cooled off a whole lot. 80 degrees in Rock Hill, Greenwood, and in Anderson, so it's a pleasant end to our weekend. And it looks like the pleasant, dry weather will continue, although it will be a bit hot over the next few days. Our satellite radar composite over the last 12 hours confirms what we saw and what we're currently seeing. A lot of sunshine out there, and we do expect the clear skies and the sunny conditions to continue over the next few days. We'll put our forecast into motion for you. Pick things up this evening. Clear skies continue. We're starting off our Monday with clear conditions. Then as we go into the afternoon hours, more sunshine as temperatures gradually increase. Here we are 1 o'clock Monday afternoon, still enjoying that sunshine all across the area. Clear skies Monday night, even into Tuesday, more sun. And it looks like that is going to be the trend for the work week. Dry conditions, little chance of rain, but it is going to be pretty hot. For tonight, we're looking for lows generally in the upper 50s to low 60s. 60 degrees Columbia, Manning of 59 degrees in Sumter, and in St. Matthews, 58 degrees Bishopville, Newberry, and Saluda. And highs, as we've been mentioning, will be a little bit on the hot side. Low 90s, 90 degrees Bishopville, Newberry, Saluda. Go 92 degrees Columbia, Lexington, 91 degrees in Winnsboro. And it looks like this hot trend will continue for the next several days. 93 degrees by Tuesday, 92 degrees on Wednesday. We'll add in a cloud or two Wednesday and the Thursday. We'll call it mostly sunny skies though. 91 degrees on Thursday, and then partly cloudy conditions Friday and into Saturday. Still hot though, 92 degrees both days. The humidity levels will be building as well, so you'll notice maybe a little bit of a heat index value climbing as we work our way towards the end of the work week and into the weekend. And right now it looks like our next best chance rain comes in on Sunday. We'll see a chance for showers and storms, 90 degrees the end of next weekend. But for tomorrow, 92 degrees, a lot of sunshine. Get ready for some summer-like weather. Kayla?
Thanks, Daniel. I can't wait for that weather. Joe Cook has your sports coming up after the break. Well, the NFL season doesn't start officially until September, but it looks like it started early for some South Carolina players.
Well, yeah, you could say that. A lot of players are in rookie mini camps. They started this weekend. They started for a number of NFL teams, including the Houston Texans. Former Clemson quarterback Deshaun Watson is getting his first taste of the NFL life as the Texans wrap up their rookie mini camp today. Watson officially signed with Houston on Friday. Number 4 is competing with veterans Tom Savage and Brandon Weeden for the starting job. But for right now, it's all about getting adjusted to the NFL game. Watson, the first-round pick for the Texans, is learning a whole new system, playbook, and scheme under Bill O'Brien. For Watson, it's like learning a foreign language.
You know, Bill was right. It's a whole different terminology. It's like learning Spanish if you don't know Spanish. So you gotta, flip everything you learned before and turn the page and learn something, brand new, and make sure you're on the same page with not just the coaches, but your teammates, telling everyone what to do, and doing things I haven't done before. So it's going to take time, and I'm going to continue to improve each and every day.
And the NBA Draft Combine concludes today, and P.J. Dozier and Sindarius Thornwell may have improved their stocks. Dozier has garnered a lot of buzz. He was measured as a 6'7" guard with 6'11" wingspan. Most scouts see him playing point guard, shooting guard, or small forward with his defensive ability and potential to become a consistent mid-range and three-point shooter. Thornwell believes he's the best defensive player in this year's draft class. He's also shown that he can shoot, which has him meeting with a number of teams for workouts, which include Golden State and Portland. The latest mock drafts have both going in the second round. Dozier going 43rd to the Rockets, Thornwell 32nd to Philadelphia. The NBA draft lottery is this Tuesday, while the draft will be held on Thursday, June 22nd in New York. And another basketball product from the Palmetto State who may have teams on notice during the NBA draft combine is Clemson's Jaron Blossom game. He dropped off as a three-point shooter. He shot just 45% as a junior and just 25% this past season. However, Blossom game led the combine scoring with 17 points per game during the 5-on-5 session. Clemson head coach Brad Brownell believes Blossom game can stick on an NBA team.
I think it's a very difficult draft this year. I think there's a lot of talented young freshmen, maybe more so than a lot of people thought. So, it's hard to understand where he'll go. He'll do well in the combines and in the playoffs and tryouts with all these teams that he works out with because he's that kind of guy. But it's very difficult to see where he is. I think a lot of people have him in the second round right now.
In the latest NBA draft projections, after the combine, Blossom game could go 42nd overall to the Utah Jazz or 49th to the Denver Nuggets. SEC baseball series on the line for South Carolina today on the road at Mizzou. The Gamecocks were down 2-0 to start, but they came back in the third inning after an RBI ground out. Jacob Olsen gets a hit into left field. It's enough to score LT Tobert, and that's going to tie the game at 2-all. But later in the fifth, Olsen again at the dish with 2 outs, and he delivers. He smacks a double near center field, and Tobert scores the go-ahead run. USC with a 3-2 lead, and they would take that lead into the 8th inning, but the Tigers were able to score 3 runs in the bottom of the frame to pull away from USC. The 2 clinching runs came with 2 outs. The Gamecocks fall 5-3 and drop the series 2-1. South Carolina hosts UC Upstate on Tuesday night before wrapping up the regular season against Georgia this Thursday at Founders Park. The Clemson Tigers, they were trying to avoid the sweep as they took on Louisville for their series finale this afternoon at home. Bottom of the first with the man on for Chase Pender. And just like yesterday, he sends one out and over for a 2-run home run to left field. Pender's 6th long ball of the year gives Clemson a 2-1 lead, but the Cardinals answered with a solo home run from Drew Ellis. And now his bomb barely is called fair, but it's ruled a home run. That would tie the game at 2-all. Louisville will be up 5-3 in the bottom of the 7th until Logan Davidson, the freshman, hits a solo shot to left field to make it a 1-run game for Clemson. The Tigers, though, still down by 2 in the bottom of the 9th with the winning runs on base, but a pop-up would end the game. Clemson falls 6-4 to Louisville. The Tigers will host defending national champion Coastal Carolina this Tuesday night. And the Columbia Fireflies, they were in action today. They defeated the Lakewood Blue Claws 5-3 to start their 3-game road series. Mike Paez and Dash Winningham hit back-to-back home runs to break a 3-3 tie, and that was the difference. Brandon Brosher also homered for the Fireflies in the win. Columbia has won 4 straight. Game 2 is Monday night. So
the first major box office flop of the summer movie season has arrived. Studio estimates say that King Arthur, Legend of the Sword opened to a bleak $14.7 million, debuting in 3rd place. The R-rated Amy Schumer and Goldie Hawn comedy Snatched opened in 2nd place with $17.5 million. Meanwhile, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 continued its 1st place reign with $63 million.
Not surprised at those results at all, actually.
No.
Never seen any of them, so I don't know. I don't know anything about those movies, but I will tell you this, it's going to be hot, so I do know that. Things are going to be heating up over the next few days. 85 degrees today wasn't bad, but check out these temperatures over the next 7 days. Low 90s, 92 degrees Monday, 93 degrees Tuesday, little chance for rain. Right now it looks like our best chance rain, next best chance rain comes in on Sunday in the form of a few showers and thunderstorms, but low 90s for the next 7 days. Humidity levels will be increasing too, so by the end of the work week, those 92 92-degree readings. Probably will feel more like 95, 96. So the heat will be on over the next several days. You haven't had to experience South Carolina summer yet. Looks like we'll get a little bit of a taste of it.
I'm actually kind of excited. I know that's probably really bad to say, but you haven't experienced the summer.
I haven't.
Really.
I got here at the end of August last year, so this will be my first full summer in Columbia, and I'm feeling the heat already.
We'll have to see. That's all for our time now. We'll see you at 11.